All right, hey everybody. So I'm going to show you all how to use the HabitNU app, since this is going to be the main app that you'll be using to track all of your fitness activity minutes and for your lifestyle coach to stay on top of you. So make sure you have this HabitNU app downloaded to your phone already. And this is the overview of how it looks. So then we are going to go through each button. So as you see, the home page will show you the meals, tracking your weight and your exercise. These are the three things you are to track on a daily basis. All right. So as far as the meals, you can press that plus sign in there. And this is where you can press the plus sign at the bottom right for the green button. And that's where you can search your food of what kind of meals you have. So for instance, I like to drink coffee on a regular basis in the morning. So I'm going to search coffee. Make sure you look on the back of your labels. All things are accounted for as far as the sugar and the creamers and everything like that, all right? So I'm just going to add that in here to make sure the calories are all matching. And I'm going to add food. All right, so that's posted in there in the coffee section for breakfast. And then same thing you can do for the rest of your meals as far as lunch at the top, dinner, and then snacks. All right, so I'm going to go back to my home page. You can track your weight. So I'm going to click on that plus sign for tracking the weight. And the same thing you would do for the plus sign at the bottom right is how you would put it in manually until you get your scale that's Bluetooth. And once you get that Bluetooth digital scale, you won't have to manually put it in anymore. But for now, this is where you put your weight in. Also, your target weight can go at the top right here, where you can edit it to have your target weight. It should be set for at least 6 months ahead for the whole program. You can change the way that you view your graphings as far as your weight. It'll show like a list, or if you want it to show like a graph. All right, going back to homepage, the last button on here for the homepage is your exercise. This is where you should be tracking your exercise on a daily basis or however often you will work out. You can set your targets already set for you, which is 150 minutes per week for everyone. But if you do more, of course, that's even better. But that plus sign at the bottom right, same thing. And you will put either how many steps or just click other activity for how many minutes you are doing your workout for. All right. And then the details. So usually I like to do 30 minutes for my workouts. And a lot of times I go outside and walk the dog or I lift weights. And then I'll click save, and that's where it's going to be listed in there. All right. So that is your home page. Next button at the bottom are your food, which is the same thing on your home page, just a shortcut. It'd be the same way it shows your calories. Everybody has calories set according to your weight goal. So at the bottom here, you can see 1399 is my calories according to my weight and how many carbs I should be eating or staying under as well at the bottom. All right, we're going to go to the next button for health. Same thing here. You connect your devices. Make sure your phone is connected to HabitNU. So connecting your devices, I'm going to click on the settings button and make sure your Withings is set and synced. If you have Apple phone, you can also do Apple, and Fitbit is even more that you can add on top of those at the same time if you do have Fitbit. One thing I do want to say is that HabitNU is very generic as far as the food tracking. So I definitely recommend you using Fitbit or Apple, especially Fitbit, for tracking your food for all of your calories, especially if you like to travel, go to Starbucks, McDonald's, but you still like to stay on your diet, helping you keep balance and know how many calories you are having. I definitely recommend Fitbit. All right. Of course, you can track your blood pressure if you have that. If you have high blood pressure, you can work with us. We have another program where you can get a Bluetooth blood pressure monitor. As far as your blood sugar and A1C, that should also be tracked at least every 6 months with us. And if you are having your A1C that's within that 5.7 range or higher, that's where we are going to need those lab results. Everybody should have their lab results uploaded, however, to show how much your A1C is being recorded for. Last thing in here, I'm going to move this out the way down. Next to the settings button at the top right, there's a circular button. This is how you can refresh all of your connections just to make sure it's all updated. All right, so that's the health page. The next button at the bottom are for videos. This will be dispersed to you on a weekly basis to make sure you're doing your homework and everything like that. But we'll also have links inside of the group chat to have you guys go over as well. And then there's also demo videos, especially when you get your scale, you knowing how to use HabitNU or like knowing about our program, and just a quick little tutorial on how to use the HabitNU app generally, sorry. All right, so that's that button for videos. And last thing at the bottom is habits. So for habits, these are like your goals. You can set goals for yourself on top of the 150 minutes per week we have for you. So if you like to be reminded about taking your medicine or drinking more water or things like that, there can be habits in here that you can set as your goals. All right, so at the top, these last buttons, the four at the top, we're going to click on there. These are archives. There's a button up there for notifications. If you have any notifications as far as messages from your coaches, that's where you can check it. Also, then the message box, this is where it takes to you to talk to your coach personally or talk to your team or even try to schedule a meeting. So you can go to your meetings if it's scheduled for you as well. And then last thing is your profile at the top right. You make sure you click your initials. Make sure you update a picture, have a profile picture ready for you. But we're just going to go through all of these buttons too to make sure you are able to understand. So as far as the profile details, make sure this is all updated for your address, your date of birth, all those good things, because we definitely need to make sure your address is good. So when we send you your devices, that's already intact. Upload view files. So upload view files. This is where everybody goes into to upload your insurance card, front and back, your A1C lab results for your blood sugar or glucose. And then also, if you have Medicare and Medicaid, it is required that you have a doctor's referral sent over. So that will be uploaded into your phone, but we also need to have it filled out, and that's where we'll reach out to get your doctor's information. So make sure that we have your doctor's first, last name, and phone number. We'll fax them the form and have them fill it out. All right, so this is uploads where all of those documents should be uploaded. And then, of course, you could change your password, manage devices, same thing here. You can make sure your connections are all set up. And I think that's about basically it that you would need to have as far as the HabitNU app. All right, so again, make sure everything is all connected. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us, and can't wait to get started. Thank you.